My computer is like, oh, what's going on, Leonie? Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Anything can happen at this stage. Oh, yes, we are going live. Okay, great. We're here. Hello. Oh my god. Who would have thought that I would come smashing into 2020 with a live stream instead of a video, which I can just edit? If you're out there, oh hello Luna from California, thank you for joining. I hope you guys can hear me. I am going blind with this. I have never done this before. I've got like all the setup done, and you know, it would have been easier to just make a video and edit it, and instead you guys are gonna have to witness my awkwardness. Oh my god, there's so many people. I did not expect this. I was expecting like people to just be, yeah, I don't know, just me and the camera talking to myself for like 20 minutes or however long I'll do this for. Hi Francis, hi the winningest duo. Thank you for joining me. But yeah, 2020 has been such a freaking crazy year. Yeah, do you agree? How's your 2020 going, guys? I'm just reading all your comments now. Hi Julia from San Francisco. Please let me know if like the background music is too loud or if I need to talk louder, because as I said before, I'm going blind here. Who knows? Hi Unity Calling, thanks for joining. So I thought that perhaps we would start with some of the Instagram questions that I got last night on my Instagram. Let me find it. Okay. I can't believe I'm doing a live stream. I should have just made a video. Okay, so I've got a couple of questions here. Thanks for submitting those into my Instagram story. Oh no, Francis, I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. Oh no, 2020 is a freaking terrible year. I hope that you are dealing and coping, and if you're not, that's totally fine too. Please reach out to me. I will slide into your WhatsApp DMs after this. And sorry if I'm like delayed also, because like the stream is delayed a bit, so as soon as I read your comments I'll probably like answer them like a minute after. Okay. Let's see. We'll go with one of the questions. Will you do, this is from Contrepetri French. She asks, will you do your Europe travel you talked about? So I was actually meant to go to Europe next month in May for Eurovision. I had my flights booked, my accommodation booked for Eurovision. I had my Eurovision tickets, and of course now with the situation going on around the world, I had to cancel all of that, which was really sad for me, but I know why it had to be. It just sucks that the year that I planned to go to Eurovision and travel Europe again was this year when everything had to go to shit. Hello to everyone that just joined. Zura, Luke Van Hoek, Skippity Skip. So yeah, I think next year I will definitely go because I got my flights refunded as travel credit and I have to use that up within the year. So hopefully I can go to Eurovision next year. So yeah, definitely it's been postponed till next year, so I will definitely go. Okay. Too Much Griffin asks, getting into the media/film industry after college. I'm guessing you want me to talk a little bit about what it's like to get into the media/film industry after you do your degree in media. Hi Linnea, Ostrom. So I think the thing you have to know about like getting into any industry is you definitely have to do a lot of work during college, during university, to build up your portfolio if you want to be noticed, because there are a lot of graduates who are gunning for the same job as you, and the thing that makes you different to everyone else is the work that you've done, the portfolio you've built. So I would say don't start till after college to start working. Start working on projects while you're in college, and build up a really good portfolio that you can show off to future employers and be like, this is what I've done. I'm really passionate about this. I didn't wait till after I got my degree to do shit, pretty much. And I'm not just talking about like university projects. I mean like projects outside of college and university. That's how I got a lot of my jobs after I graduated. So hopefully that's a good tip. If you guys in the YouTube chat have any questions you want to ask, feel free to slap them in there. I'm getting like so anxious because I haven't been on camera in so long and I haven't talked this much since like ever. Okay. Senorita Maria asks, what is your favorite Swedish sweets or chocolate? There's Jam Slam, typical Jam Slam. My favorite Swedish sweet / chocolate. I really like Sveriges med köttbil, which is Algren's the car little candy. That's really nice. I really like those licorice sticks with like stuff in there. This is a really wrong. Don't make that gesture, Leonie. Don't do it. Kex choklad is really nice. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you would consider semla a Swedish sweet, but I love semla. Oh my god, craving. I really want to go back to Sweden and just stock up on all the Swedish delights. Okay. Francis, you asked me a question on Instagram. When are you coming to Peru? Well, obviously not this year. I definitely want to go do like a whole South America trip sometime in my life. Maybe, hopefully, before I hit 30. And I also want to do North America too. So it's in my, my to-do list. It's just when, who knows? It's in there. I will come visit you when that happens. Oh my god, everyone on YouTube's so quiet, guys. Okay. Jess asks, since lockdown, what are your favorite activities to do in your home? There's not much to do. I've bought a lot of board games, which I really enjoy. Like, I love board games. And board games, video games. I've been on Steam quite a bit now that lockdown's happening. And yeah, I guess I should probably do more videos because I have a lot more time since I don't have to travel to and from work anymore. Like, just traveling to and from work takes 3 hours of my day. So that's 3 hours that I get back, which I could be making videos, doing vlogs, but instead I'm just like sleeping in later and watching more Netflix. I've been watching Suits. So Skippy Skip asks, do you ever see yourself coming to America? I definitely want to go to America. It's been on my list, but for some reason it's never been like high on my list. I think, when you watch so many like movies and stuff and everything's always set in America, it's kind of like, yeah, well, I've seen that on TV. I don't need to go there, but I think I definitely want to visit New York and California. I don't really know my USA geography very well. I definitely want to go to Canada. Oh my god, I love the look of like the Canadian nature and landscape. What else? Okay. Jess also asks, Well, she asked a lot of questions. Thanks, Jess. You're saving my ass on this stream. Okay, do you like tea and what are your favorites? I like tea, but I just find it like, I don't know, I think I'm just like freaking lazy because I just hate making tea. I like drinking tea. If someone makes it for me, I'll drink it. My favorites are always like black tea. Green tea's good. What's that one? French Earl Grey, I think, is my favorite. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying on YouTube's. Vivid Navida. Hey Leonie, I've been to Sweden to Gothenburg and love their cinnamon roll and also marabou chocolate. Greeting from Bali. Hello, Vivid Navita. Marabou chocolate is delicious. I have never been to Gothenburg. It was actually part of my plan for my Europe trip in May to go to Gothenburg, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Okay. Let's see. Another question. What is the most difficult language to learn in your experience? So, I learned French in high school and university, and I think because I had many years studying French, it kind of became easier to learn, but I feel like if I was picking it up for the first time, French would definitely be very difficult. I think Swedish is like the most easiest language I have ever learnt. I think there are a lot of words that are similar sounding to English words. The sentence structure is also very similar to English, so that's very helpful. I have not actually had a decent try at learning Mandarin, but because obviously my family speaks it, I can pick up on it. So I think that might make it easier for me to learn, but it does sound like Mandarin sounds hard as. Okay. Now here's a very relevant question from Carolyn Sian. I'm just reading your usernames. I'm sorry, you guys have really weird usernames. How to not get stressed in front of the camera. Oh my god. This is a very relevant question because I am actually quite stressed and anxious right now just doing this. But the only downside is that I can't edit it out like I normally do with my videos. So hopefully you can't see how shaky I am. How to not get stressed in front of the camera. I think it's just practice. I haven't done this in a very long time. So I am a bit shaky. But yeah, just keep practicing. Exposure therapy, I guess, is what I would say. And just, I guess, in this situation, I'm live, so whatever I do right now, you guys can see it. But when you're editing videos or you're in front of a camera that isn't live, you just have fun with it because you can edit whatever you want out. Okay, let's go back to some YouTube questions. Luke Van Hoek asks, what book are you reading now at the moment? I have an answer to this. Where is it? Ugh. So you guys know I love my Swedish books set in Sweden and everything. I really love the Millennium series, and I realized that they were continuing it with a different author. So this is The Girl Who Takes an Eye for an Eye by Stieg Larsson. I've actually have not started it, but it's been in my bag for a while with the intention that I will start reading it. I also have a ton of other books that I haven't, midway through reading but haven't finished. So yeah. Jam Slam asks, hey Leonie, do you agree with Montaigne being internally selected for 2021 Eurovision, or would you prefer Aussie Decides with Dami participating? This is such a big loaded question. So I am really, really happy that Montaigne gets to represent us next year because she missed out this year, and I think she definitely deserves her time in the limelight. She worked very hard only to have, the Eurovision dream crushed. So I am totally on board with her being internally selected for next year. We chose her, she deserves to have, her chance on the stage. I'm really sad that we won't get to have like an Australia Decides, because I always love going to Australia Decides, and I'm really sad that we won't get to see Dami, but I'm sure we will see her for 2022. So yeah, very happy. Okay, let's go back to some Instagram questions. There's so many, some like spammy ones too. Okay. What's the most awkward moment you ever had while speaking in another language? I don't think I've had any like very awkward moments. I think when I was doing my study abroad program in Switzerland, like that felt awkward to me because it was the first time that I actually went overseas and I had to speak another language. And I just felt awkward because, you know, I'm an introvert and I'm quite shy, so even speaking in English is pretty daunting to me, and then having to be in another country speaking another language is like, don't even go there. I don't think I've had like an awkward moment though, like, yeah. Usually if I say something wrong in another language, the other person will just start speaking English to me. So I guess that's pretty awkward. And when I was in Sweden and I talked Swedish, like my sentence structure was all over the place, but people could understand me and they knew that I was, you know, I was trying. Okay. Mubian Photography asks, I'm always so inspired by your room decor and plants. Can we see a quick room tour? This is literally the extent of my room, guys. I would give you a room tour, but then I would have to like dislodge my camera from the stand, and that would probably break everything. But here is my electric keyboard, bookshelf at the back. I've got 3 posters from The Little Prince, which is one of my favorite stories of all time. Got a plant there. I have a dying plant here, a ukulele which I was attempting to play a few days ago. That's the extent of it. My bedroom, on the other hand, is in another room, which it's pretty messy right now, so you definitely do not want a room tour. Okay, let's see. Hello everyone that's just joined. Thank you Division for welcoming me back. Jam Slam asks, have I visited Korea? As you guys can see, I cannot talk today. Have I visited Korea? I have not visited Korea, but again, another country on my list. I would really love to do like a whole Asia trip as well. I've been to Singapore, I've been to Malaysia because that's my birth country. I've been to China. I think those are the only Asian countries I've been to. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I definitely need to do an Asia trip. I would love to go to Japan, Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, like Vietnam, the whole lot. I love traveling, and it's just sad that we can't travel this year. My nose is running. Okay, so Linnea actually lives in Sweden now. Oh, amazing! I'm so glad that you get to live in Sweden now. And I agree, Swedish candy is very great, Linnea. I'm so glad that you are experiencing the goodness of Sweden. Francis asks, are you currently playing any video game? I am. So there's this game on Steam called Farm Together. I really enjoy it. It's getting a bit tedious now that my farm is getting so big. I'm also playing, there's this game called Hospital Heat. It's a pretty lame game, but I really enjoy it. And I think I'm going to download Civilization today because I saw that it was on sale on Steam. Yeah, tell me what you guys are doing now that you guys are also in lockdown. Are you guys in lockdown wherever you are? What are you doing to pass the time? I would really love to know, because maybe, you know, I can get some handy tips and ideas. I think I am starting to develop a little bit of cabin fever. Skippy skip. We always Swedish food I've ever had is Swedish fish, lol, but not sure if that's Swedish food. I think Swedish fish is Swedish. What's my favorite food? I love pickles. Pickles for days. I love olives. I love anything like salty. I love kimchi. I love Korean barbecue. Oh, yum. Okay. It's been a long time since I had Korean barbecue. It's hard to find anywhere that delivers around my suburb, which is really sad. I really miss Korean fried chicken. What is my favorite language? My favorite language. Oh, okay. My favorite language to learn is obviously Swedish. I really love how melodic it sounds. I love how cute some of the words are, like kudde, which is cushion. It's like, I don't know, it's just really cute. I think Swedish is a very cute language. I also really love listening to French when it's not like creepy old dudes speaking French. What else? Yeah, I think maybe Norwegian. I think Norwegian was originally the Scandinavian language that I fell in love with to begin with, thanks to Alexander Rybak. But obviously I started learning Swedish because of my ex. So let's see what other questions we have. Okay. How do you stay motivated when picking up a new language? Yeah, I think it's really hard to stay motivated, especially for me after like the big breakup, and I had to like obviously started learning Swedish already, and then that happened, and I didn't want anything to do with anything Swedish because it was just too painful. But then eventually I got over it, and then I was like, well, I've already like know the basics of Swedish, so it would be a shame not to let that go to waste. So what motivates me is like I don't like failing, and I guess that's a huge motivator for me. But what else? Like just listening to Swedish music and wanting to sing along to it is pretty motivating. It's like I can't sing along to it unless I know how to say the words. So yeah, I don't know, just find something that really like that is a passion of yours already, and then hopefully you can merge that with language learning. Oh, also like if you find classes, so I enrolled in a Swedish class in Sydney, so that's been really helpful too, because obviously they hold you accountable. If you don't do your Swedish homework, nothing happens. Okay. Hi, Helen. Hello to people from the Philippines. Thank you for joining. Okay. MZ asks, what country you've never visited do you want to go to the most? Never visited. I was actually really meant to go to the Netherlands this year for Eurovision. I've never been to the Netherlands. I was so excited. So definitely the Netherlands. I was also going to go to Iceland this year, another country that I've never been to but I really want to go to. But outside of Europe, I would really, really love to go to Canada, I think. Yeah, Canada. Yeah. Okay. Valeria asks, how are you? Loaded question. I am okay. I think this year has been hectic for everybody. From the end of last year to the beginning of this year, like I thought that life was going to be so much easier in 2020. It was going to be the year, and I was going to get back into making videos, back into creating content, because like, yeah, I felt like that was going to be the year. This is going to be the year. But then the Australian bushfires happened, and that was completely catastrophic. And as soon as I got back to work after the Christmas break, it was pretty much all hands on deck on dealing with the bushfire crisis. It was insane. Like there were so many days that were just like over 40 degrees. like pretty much the whole east coast of Australia was on fire. I think, yeah, it was just really sad, intense, hectic at work. Like 1.25 billion animals died, over like 12 million hectares of land burnt, and it was just like go go go, I need to like work on this. And it was like non-stop for until like March, like end of March, no, end of January, February, March, February, I don't know. Like time is escaping me. This year has been crazy. And then after that, with the whole COVID-19 situation, I don't know, I haven't had like a moment to really just sit down and think about life, which in a way is good, because if I think too much about life, I get into like a spiral, like an existential spiral. But even my psychologist was like, you don't need to see me right now. Like, you're too busy to do anything. So I'm good. I've been busy, very busy. My whole plans for 2020 have totally shifted out the window. But you know, we're still alive, and hopefully we all pull together through this crisis. So Linnea says she's not in lockdown in Sweden, but she's shutting herself in playing Animal Crossing and Final Fantasy. I feel like I should get onto this Animal Crossing business. I'm seeing everyone like play it. So Australia is also not in lockdown per se. We're at like stage 3, I think. So a lot of people who have to work are still going to work. Like if they can't work from home, they have to go to work. And we are only allowed out of the house for work and essential food, like essential services, food, medical. We can't go out like for drives or sit in the park. So it's kind of sad. Hello, Monologo Digest. Welcome. Some more questions on Instagram, and then I'll get back to YouTube questions. And I don't know if you guys want to read along with me some Swedish from my Swedish course book. Let me know in the comments, in the chat. Okay. So Senorita Maria asks another question, and that is anxiety. Have you ever thought of doing a project where you battle this mental state through finding joy? That's a very loaded question. Oh, thank you, Luke, for being proud of me for doing this stream. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Have you ever thought of doing a project? So, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to my anxiety and my mental health, like, it's so important to me, but I always struggle to find ways to really break through the anxiety sometimes. It's really a state of mind. Like, if I'm in a shit mood, I will be stuck in a shit mood forever. And that's just my mindset. But if I'm in a good mood, I definitely leverage that and try to make the most of it. So, finding joy. What is finding joy? Is finding joy like doing things that you enjoy? Because I do that, and sometimes it's helpful and sometimes it's not. I don't know. It's a very loaded question that I feel like I need to definitely give a lot more thought to than just this. Hi, Remos Ali. Thank you for joining. Okay. Another question about, I guess, mental health is from Catagonia, and she asks me about experiences with well-suited therapists and least well-suited therapists for you. So I've had definitely like a lot of psychologists in the past. I think my first one was like the school counselor in high school, and then I had one after I came back from 2014, my trip in Switzerland. Yeah, she was the one that actually helped me discover that I had borderline personality disorder. So I'm very appreciative of her, but I never got to really like dive deeper into that with her because I was like, yeah, okay, sure, I have BPD, whatever. And then only when things started getting worse did I see another psychologist who did a lot of like cognitive behavioral therapy with me, which was helpful, but for someone with BPD, I don't think CBT is particularly helpful. So she suggested that I go to like this group class for dialectal behavior therapy. There's so many like BTs and BPDs and so many acronyms. So that was really enjoyable, but I had to stop that like midway because I got my job and that clashed with my session times. And then after the huge breakup happens, I was like, fuck, I'm in a really terrible place. I swore, and I'm so sorry. I'm in a terrible place. And that's when I went to see a new psychologist who is my current psychologist, and she's been really great. But again, there's only so much that someone can help you if you don't want to help yourself. And I think that's the case with me. Like, I really need to want to get better in order for other people's help to really make an impact. And also my psychologist is so freaking expensive that it's like kind of like justifying, well, if I'm not really getting better, should I still be seeing this really expensive psychologist? Who knows? So that's my experience in a nutshell. I can talk more about it in a separate video if you guys want. Okay, back to questions on the YouTubes. Okay. Oh, there's so many questions. Okay, so I'm just gonna scroll back up. Adone Baptista asked, do you have any resources or people you know that speak Arabic? Oh, I don't know actually. I'm so sorry about that, but usually, I don't know. I always just listen to like music in another language. That's the first thing that I do to get myself into learning a new language. So hopefully that will help. Linnea asks, with your interest in learning Swedish, do you watch Melodifestivalen? If so, what did you think of the winners this year? I do watch Melodifestivalen. I haven't watched it this year, but I did kind of like follow along. So who won was it? It was the Mamas one. I really liked Dotter and her song. I'm kind of disappointed that she didn't get through. There was another guy that I liked. Hang on, let me see if I can share my screen with you guys. Main camera with Spotify. Okay, so this is my Spotify playlist, guys. My Eurovision playlist. And there was definitely a song that was in Melodifestivalen that I really, really enjoyed. This one, okay, it's Mol News by William Strid. I think he was in Melodifestivalen. I can play a little bit for you. Let's see if I can listen along as well. I hope this works. Are you guys ready to hear this? So yeah. So yeah, I really like Swedish songs, if that makes sense. Like Melodifestivalen is like my favorite place to find Swedish artists that sing in Swedish. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Are you still dating William? Who's your favorite Pokemon? Oh, my favorite Pokemon is actually Chikorita because I feel like I can relate to Chikorita on a personal level. I love Chikorita. She's always been like the Pokemon that I feel the most connection with. And of course Pikachu, because Pikachu is always cute. If your next trip could be an all expenses paid trip to Eurovision 2021 or into outer space, which would you choose? Wow, that's a really good question. I would definitely go to outer space because how many like times do you get the opportunity to go to space? I would definitely choose that. I could pay for my own Eurovision 2021 trip. Okay. Monologo de Jess. Jess, I did answer your Instagram questions, but I'm sure once the stream is over, you can go back to my answers. Hi Remos, can you make challenge for changing for better places? I don't understand what that means. Can I make challenge for changing for better places? Can I make a challenge to make a better place? Is that, I mean, I guess the challenge is every day in your personal life, just making choices to make the world a better place. That is like the actions you take, the food you eat. I don't know, there's always ways you can make the world a better place. Cutting back on usage of single-use plastics. There's lots of things. Thank you for saying that I'm so lovely and calm. I'm actually freaking out and I actually need to like drink some water. I don't have water, but I have coffee, which I made that I was intending to drink before the stream. That's probably why I'm so like, have you thought about going LASIK? I got one after I lost my glasses on a roller coaster and couldn't drive. No, I have not thought about going laser eye surgery. I don't know, it just scares me. I know my mom had laser eye surgery, but she still wears glasses. And I don't know, I feel like I prefer myself with glasses because it hides my fat face. And what did I think of Crazy Rich Asians? I really liked Crazy Rich Asians, but yeah, I don't know. It's not like a movie that I would like go back to watching, but it was an enjoyable movie. I should visit Taiwan sometime in the future. Well, I would love to. My plan is to like visit every single country in the world if I can, and if it's safe. Do I see myself living/working in Europe? Okay, so the reason why I actually signed up for my Swedish course is because one day I would love to work and live in Sweden. So I thought like I might as well up my chances of getting a job in Sweden by actually professionally learning Swedish. So that's why I started learning Swedish. So who knows? Definitely one day I would love to move to Sweden. All of us are dying of coronavirus in the US. I know, I feel like the US have definitely been hit very hard by coronavirus. It's kind of scary to like, it just shows how serious we should have taken this months ago, and now it's just definitely out of hand. So I hope everyone in the US stays safe as much as they possibly can. Do I know any Spanish? No, I don't know any Spanish. I know Nombre de Dios. I read that from a book. Nombre de Dios. And you know, just random words like señorita. I don't know, thanks to Camila Cabello for that one. Okay. Adone Baptista. Just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Good job doing this live stream. Thank you very much. Hope your mental health improves. Me too. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, it's a thing. I don't know. I feel like mental health can be improved. It's about like tolerance and knowing ways to, I guess, manage symptoms of mental health, I guess. Right, Linnea? That song definitely was lit. I'm so sorry. I'm like so behind on the stream. Okay, let's go back to answering some Instagram questions. There's a few left, so I'll get these knocked over so I can focus on YouTube comments. Okay. Tell us some interesting/funny random facts about yourself. I can't tell you any facts that are interesting because I am not interesting at all. Random facts, I don't know. Okay, random, when I was like in primary school, I went to hospital for a urinary tract infection that went all the way out to my kidneys, And I have a scar, I think, on my right kidney. That's a random fact. Oh yes, here we go. Have you thought about moving back to Sweden, maybe for uni or work? I said before I would love to move to Sweden one day and have a job there. Okay, and I think this is the last question on Instagram, and it says, "Please talk about Eurovision." I was meant to be in Amsterdam last weekend. There is so much I want to say about Eurovision. I cannot even. I'm so sad that it was cancelled this year. I think it was still like in beginning of March where they hadn't cancelled yet, and I had not cancelled my accommodation yet. I had not cancelled my flights because I was like, please, maybe there's a chance I can still go to Rotterdam and experience Eurovision. And I know it was like pretty stupid of me to think that because like the freaking global pandemic, but yeah, no, they cancelled it, which is really sad. I had to cancel everything, which is really sad, and I'm hoping that I can go next year. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna stop Instagram now and focus on you guys on the YouTubes. Okay. I'm actually like watching myself through the comments here. It's like, it's crazy. I have like 4 screens of me, and I'm like, what's going on? There's too many me's. Okay. I'm having flashbacks of when I first found your YouTube channel in 2015. I'd watch your travel vlogs all night. Thank you for keeping me company in those lonely times. It'd be great to see me on. Oh, that's so sweet. 2015. Wow, that was so freaking long ago. I actually, sometimes, I know it's really lame, but I watch back my old travel vlogs, especially the ones from Sweden, and I just get so freaking nostalgic. And it keeps me company during the lonely nights too. So yeah, I will definitely try and do more vlogs. I mean, I can't really travel anywhere, so no travel vlogs, but I'll definitely see if I can do something. Jakob Karlberg, I don't know if I know his song. Let's see if I can find what his song was. Let me have a look. Jakob Karlberg. Jakob Karlberg. Oh, I know who he is. I know his song Fan for Bra. I've listened to that before. What was his song for Melodifestivalen? Let's see. Om du tror att jag saknar dig. Alright, let's have a listen to it, shall we? Okay, I can do this. I've set this up, so I should be able to know how to do this. Okay, is this correct? Yes. You guys can see a little YouTube thing here. Jakob Karlberg. And with Melodifestivalen. I don't know if I've listened to this. Oh, ooh, okay. I'm excited now. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Oh! I can't believe I missed this. I love it. I'm going to add this to my Spotify right now. Oh my god, this is like so his style. I've listened to a few of his songs before. This is great. Look, the day that Sweden actually sends a song in Swedish to Eurovision is the day that I will, I don't know, lick the toilet bowl. Cool, I am going to stop that there because I don't want to get copyright striked. Thank you. Let's go back to there. All right. What other things? Do you like anime? I used to like anime a lot when I was in primary school to high school. I haven't really watched much anime since then. I was really into like card captors and Sailor Moon. I think Sailor Moon was my jam. I used to write plays about Sailor Moon, and I made like all my high school friends act it out with me. It was really lame, and that's why they're not my friends anymore. What's your philosophy in life? Another deep question, Luke Van Hoek. Thank you for your deep questions that are making me think too much. My philosophy in life is, I don't have one, I don't think. I don't know. I think it's just like trying to do things you enjoy, connect with nature. I think, my philosophy in life is nature. I think that's the thing that brings me the most peace in my life, is being able to go out and connect with the environment around me, connect with nature, feel the ground beneath my feet, just like the natural elements. I think we definitely need to do a lot more of that in life. So that's my philosophy in life, just nature. Watching while studying Japanese, kind of a mood to be honest. Oh, cool. Please, if you can, try to type something in Japanese. I would love to learn a little bit. Have you seen Trump singing Tones and I Dance Monkey? I know I have not. Do I want to know? Should I have a quick look on the YouTubes? I'm scared. Okay. Let's see. Trump, Tones, and I. Oh. Oh. Look, I I have always found Donald Trump to be hilarious. I know it's not like a funny laughing matter, but I think he's a comedian. Everything he says makes me laugh. Um, okay, let's go back to this screen. Oh my god, you guys, can you guys still hear me? Someone's saying no voice, clear, speak. I really need to like hurry up and like read all through all the comments. I'm so sorry. I'm so slow. Okay. So many countries. Sweden seems cool. Yes, Sweden is cool. Kind of not like. Oh, thank you for saying that. Nombre de Dios was cute. Kind of not lighthearted, but as someone who is misdiagnosed with BPD and received quite a bit of stigma from normal people as well as medical professionals, have you experienced this as well? Yes, I have. I feel like one of my psychologists, when I told her that I had been diagnosed with BPD from a previous psychologist, she was very like adamant to like not say that I had BPD, but by the end of like my time with her, she was like, yeah, you need to go see someone who's actually trained in BPD, because I don't think she was like very happy with how I was doing. And obviously I've been on a lot of forums where people talk about people with BPD as if they're like freaking demonic creatures of hell or something, and it's very disheartening to see because obviously I am an angel. But yeah, I think it's just the stigma that people with BPD are manipulative and, you know, just all that negative stuff. It's not helpful to us at all. It's like, it makes it even worse. So unfortunately there is a stigma out there, and hopefully we can slowly break it down one by one. My current psychologist right now, who specializes in dialectical behavior therapy. I don't know why I find that so hard to say. I'm stumbling over my words. She doesn't like to label people with BPD because for some people having that label actually makes them feel worse. But for me, I don't mind the diagnosis because I feel like it helps me to connect with other people who are going through the same thing. And it's nice to know that I'm not just crazy. Are you a Disney fan? Oh my gosh, you guys are going to hate me. I have not watched a lot of old school Disney movies. I only watched like The Lion King a few years ago. I don't know why. I've been living under a rock. My parents never exposed me to a lot of Disney movies, so maybe that's what I should be doing in isolation, watching Disney movies. Can you play any Eurovision songs on the piano? I cannot, unfortunately, but if that is a challenge, I will try to learn some Eurovision songs on the piano. It's been a very long time since I've played the piano. Goodbye, Jam Slam, you're probably already gone. Hello, Novelas Mania from Greece. Cool. Okay. Okay. I love your 27 Days in Sweden series. The way you edited the vlogs was so cute. I really love my 27 Days in Sweden series too. I think those were like the best videos that I've ever edited. I go back to them and I'm like, damn, this is like real chill. I really miss making videos like that actually. At the time though, editing those videos every day was so stressful, but I'm so glad that I can go back to them now and be like, wow, this is amazing. Guys, I have almost been live for an hour. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to be live for like 10 minutes. Losing my voice. This is definitely the most that I have talked in a very long time. So you guys can hear me just fine. I'm so glad. Thank you for joining. Hello. Great. Yep. Fine. Ooh. Okay, so I don't know what that is in Japanese, but that looks very impressive. Good job, Jess. I'm so glad that you are smashing this Japanese. Your voice is beautiful. Oh. Okay. Favorite movies. My favorite movie, you guys, if you have Netflix, please watch The Little Prince. I cried watching that, and I think there's a very good life lesson to be told in The Little Prince. I think I finally caught up on the chat, so thank you guys for bearing with me. What's your opinion about Eurovision 2020? Did you like any song? Okay, so this is a great segue into Eurovision. We love Eurovision. Okay. Oh my gosh, MZ, why aren't you going to bed? It's 2 a.m. Thank you for staying up with me. Oh my god, thank you for staying up with me, Luke. What are you guys doing? Don't you have somewhere to be? So Eurovision. My opinion. I honestly, okay, so I've only heard about like 80% of the songs, I think, and I like probably 10 of them is like I really enjoy. So if we go to my Spotify, so I have my Eurovision 2020 playlist. I think I've like organized it. Oh, how do I point to this? I think I've organized it so that my favorites are at the top and progressively down to like the songs that I don't really enjoy as much. And if you can see here, Répondez-moi from Switzerland is my favorite. It's such a good song. Let's listen to it. Can you even hear it? Oh, his voice is just, it's like majestic. And then it was Iceland, Think About Things. And then Norway, Attention. I actually didn't think that I would like Norway as much, But the more that I listened to it, the more it was like getting into my head, and I'm like, damn, Ulrika, you're getting my attention. That was a really lame joke. And I really, really liked Montaigne and Don't Break Me. Let's see. Have I heard the Dutch song for Eurovision 2020? Yes, I actually I have. It was definitely on my top list. I don't know why I was gonna write Dutch. Netherlands Eurovision 20. It was that Grow song. Yeah, I think I did a reaction to this for Eurovision Hub. I really liked it. I think because usually the host country always sends like a song that's like kind of like meh when they win, but I really like this song. What a beautiful, soulful voice, though, am I right? I wonder, what did you guys think of Australia's entry? I mean, I really liked Australia's entry, but would love to know what you guys thought. Okay. Anata no ko wa kire. Is that Maori? Kiwi? That I'm reading out there? Your Sweden vlogs and vlogs about Sweden made me so much more comfortable with coming here and a lot less nervous. So in hindsight, thanks for that. Oh, I'm so glad. Guys, why are you still awake at 2 a.m? I feel like I need to end the stream so you guys can go to sleep. My goodness. Okay. I don't know what else to do on this stream now. I think we're coming to that time where it's time to end things, maybe. But maybe we'll just watch some Eurovision together. Iceland, Eurovision 2020. What was my first language? My first language was English, I guess. I think it was English. You know what's really strange? Okay, so my parents migrated from Malaysia to Australia when I was 3 months old. But I don't remember ever speaking to them in any other language other than English when I was younger. So either they taught me in English as a baby, or I don't know, or I've lost all my like Mandarin knowledge. Okay, we need to listen to this because, let me share my screen. We need to listen to this because it's like one of my favorites of Eurovision this year. We can just sit back and enjoy. And I will read your comments. I'm really glad you liked Don't Break Me. I liked Don't Break Me too. Oh, this is like gold. This was like Eurovision gold right here. I am in love with his voice. I have been listening to his YouTube covers. Oh, his voice is just so freaking sultry. When we first met, I will never forget. Now and forever. Ah, you guys want to turn up the music. Okay. Let me know if that's good. I turned up the volume, hopefully that's good, but now I feel like I'm shouting because it's so loud in my ears. Do I like musicals? I'll answer when I finish. I'm sorry, I'm a mess now. I know it could have been Reykjavik 2021. It would have been really cool if it was also Switzerland 2021. I think those are my two favorites, Switzerland and Iceland. I really want to learn the dance moves actually, maybe I should. And like get a TikTok or something. Isn't that what the cool kids are doing these days? What do you think about things that leave me? While you guys are watching that, I'm gonna take a photo of my setup right now. Amazing. Okay, that was great. Thank you. Iceland. All right. Okay. Hi, Maggie. Oh, I don't know why I'm still have these on. Okay. Hi, Seti Dantes. Thank you for joining. I'm glad that you are a big fan. Thank you for watching my videos. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I pride myself on being able to choose the right music track for videos. Even at work, a lot of my colleagues are like, oh my gosh, you know how to choose music for videos. I think that's just, I don't know. As a music fan, I feel like you need to have that intuition. Can you do a my viewers pick my on Instagram? It's an interesting topic and dynamic. What is my viewers pick my? Like my viewers pick my outfit? Is that what you're saying there? I need more clarification on that. Okay. Hi Maggie, I think I already said hi, but hi again. 10 out of 10, agree, 10 out of 10 for Iceland, am I right? Do you consider yourself a polyglot? No, I do not consider myself a polyglot at all. As I quickly Google what that means. Knowing or using several, no, I definitely do not consider myself a polyglot. I speak English like 99.9% of the time. I can understand my parents when they speak to me in Mandarin or Fuchao. I can understand un petit peu de français and en lite svenska. So I definitely do not consider myself a polyglot. One positive thing about Eurovision getting cancelled is that hopefully Italy won't have to break the top 10 streak. Look, I think Italy had a very beautiful song. Was it top 10 worthy? We'll never know. Do we know if Italy is sending that same guy again? Look, it wasn't a bad song. It was just not the standard that we're used to from Italy these days. What are your thoughts on Lady Gaga? I love Lady Gaga. I think she has an amazing voice. She's very theatrical, and I think she's been through so much in her life, and she's still so strong, which is amazing. Like I watched her documentary. I watched a documentary where she was like in so much physical pain, and she was still pushing through. And I'm like, whoa, that's like determination and motivation right there. If that isn't inspiration to continue living, I don't know what is. So, 100% Lady Gaga. Hi Steven, thank you for joining. Guys, you need to stop joining because it's been over an hour since I started this live stream and I'm ready to like give my voice a rest. Like my outfit and hairstyle. Okay, sure, viewers pick my... I mean, I don't think I have enough people to tell me how to do my hair and outfit, but you know. Your room is very aesthetically pleasing. I'm so glad you think so. I put a lot of effort into this. Do you guys remember my renovation diaries from like 2018? No, I don't. Oh my god, it's been so long. Let's see when that was. Please go to my channel. Oh, look, it says I'm live now. How exciting. Renovation diaries. I don't even remember when that was. But that was when I, yeah, completely just transformed this room. Here it is, 3 years ago. So what was that? Was that 2017? I'm so bad with numbers. Yeah, it's been... I mean, I feel like I work better in a space where I feel it's a bit more minimalistic and comforting. So I'm glad you like my aesthetically pleasing room. Did your parents give you a Chinese name? My Chinese name is actually my middle name, which is Daoxiang. Or if you say it in English, it's just like Leonie To Xiang Si. What did you find is the most difficult part of Swedish? I had trouble with vill and thinking it was the equivalent to will. Difficult part of Swedish. I think it's definitely like, what's that word? Prepositions? Like, is it like the meaning of something can completely change. Like for example, tycka is think, but then if you say tycker om, it's like. I think like learning all those because they're all like different is really difficult. This is my Swedish course book, by the way, so we've just finished up for the term. And oh, you know what's really hard? Freaking telling the time in Swedish. You guys, the Swedes do it so weird. I don't even know. So like for example, instead of saying like 6:30, you would say klockan är halv sju, which is like the time is 6:30 instead of 6:30. I don't know. It's so freaking confusing. I need to like wipe my nose a bit. I'm sorry guys. This is so attractive, and this is why going live instead of just making a video and editing it together is just not good. Okay. What is the weirdest moment you ever had while talking to someone in a new language? I don't think I had a weird moment. I think there was a question like this before about awkward moments. Yeah, I think just going to a new country when you're already like introverted and shy, and then having to speak another language in itself is very awkward, and I find it very awkward when I try to say something and they kind of like switch to English because they know it's going to be easier to speak English with you. Could I repeat my middle name? Okay, so it's Leo. Like if I say it in English, it's Leonie To Xiang Si. If you were to pronounce it like it's supposed to be, it's Daoxiang. Yeah. Yeah, telling time in Swedish is BS. It's so freaking hard. I don't know. Why can't they just make it easy? And then they have this weird thing, right? Like we have AM and PM, so you can differentiate like 7 PM to 7 AM. But no, they don't have that. They have like, let me feel I can say it. Like from 5 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. you say på morgonen. And then from like 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. it's på eftermiddagen. And then from 1 to 4 a.m. it's på natten. And then 6 to 11 p.m. it's på kvällen. And it's like, why do you have so many things? It's so confusing. Will you A, publish this live broadcast, B, do any more, C, soon? Yes, I will publish this live broadcast if it doesn't get taken down for having Eurovision music in there, hopefully. And if it does get taken down for having copyright music, I'll just like cut out the music and upload it again so you guys can go back and chill with me for an hour and 40 minutes. I will definitely do more. If you guys enjoyed this, I don't know if I have any more to give. If you're ever in Stockholm, it would be awesome if you could do a meetup. I would love to. I did a meetup last time I was in Stockholm and that was really fun, and I didn't expect anybody to show up, but a few of you did, and that was really exciting. So definitely when I am in Stockholm next year, I will be coming next year if Eurovision's still going ahead as well. Yeah, we'll do a meetup. We'll do a meetup. If anyone's coming to Eurovision next year, let's meet up. I need friends, because I don't have any. What's the last country you visited? I think the last country I visited was New Zealand. Yes, I'm pretty sure it is New Zealand, which is really, really sad actually. But since then, I have been to, I've been around in Australia a lot, like flying, traveling, visiting places domestically, and I really enjoyed. If you guys ever get the chance to come down to Australia, I highly recommend coming down to Western Australia because the nature there is just like, phenomenal. I also really like Tasmania, and you know what, if you ever come to Australia, just visit the whole shebang. Australia is great. I really love Australia. I love my home country. Okay. I recently found an old notebook where I noted a quote from one of your videos. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. Yes, it is a very cute. I actually have that quote here on my wall right now. I think you guys probably see it a lot on my Instagram stories whenever I'm like taking snaps of my desk setup. Oh, okay, well, I'll definitely come and do a meetup when I'm in Europe next year. I'll be in Sweden. I don't know how long I'll be in Sweden for. I was planning on only being in Sweden for like 3 days this time around, but now that everything's changed, who knows, next year anything can happen. How do you look back on your time studying in Switzerland? Is it worth it to study abroad? Okay, 100%. My time in Switzerland that year, 2014, was like the best year of my entire life, and I wish I could like go back to that year and do it again, knowing what I know now, feeling a lot more confident in who I am as a person and a lot more braver to take risks. But I feel like it was that year that I actually learned to come out of my shell a lot more. So I definitely highly recommend, if you have the chance to study abroad, take it. I met so many people, which I feel like, yeah, as I said, if I could go back in time again, I would do everything with 110% rather than like 90%, because I feel like I was still definitely a lot more closed off in my shell, but it definitely helped bring me out of my shell. So definitely highly recommend. It's definitely worth it. Go! I mean, not now. Everything's in lockdown. Okay. I think, How do you deal with jet lag when you travel? I recently went to Iceland and could not function for 2 straight days. Oh my gosh, how was Iceland? Where are you from, Maggie? How bad was the jet lag? How do I deal with jet lag? Oh, I don't know. I think it's like just trying to stay up during the day and then going to bed when it's night. I don't know. I think that's the only way I know how to deal with jet lag. But also, I have a really bad sleeping pattern anyway, so whatever happens, happens. You just have to push through. You only get like a limited amount of time when you travel, and you don't want to like miss out on it by sleeping and not being, you know, in the moment. Alright guys, my throat is legitimately dying. Let's end this stream in like, ooh, I think it just like stopped for a bit. I hope you guys can still see me. I hope, I don't know what happened. We'll stop the stream very soon. Ah, from Chicago. Yeah, I don't know. I think the more you travel, the more you find different ways to handle jet lag and stuff. Do you like any sport? Look, I love the idea of sports, but I honestly don't do a lot of it myself. I really like playing tennis. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I really enjoy watching Survivor, and I always say to myself, like, one day my dream is to go on Survivor and do those freaking crazy challenges where they're like jumping over poles and things like that. So I definitely love like physical challenges, but when it comes to actually doing them, yeah, questionable. Okay. Okay, I think I might end this very soon, guys. So if you have any last questions, please let me know. If you also enjoyed the stream and would like me to do some more in the future, please also let me know. I guess this is like the easiest way to reconnect with you guys, my beautiful online family, without having to sit at my computer and edit for like a few hours, which I already do a lot of at work. And I think that's a huge reason why I find less motivation, I think, to make my own videos, is because I'm already making videos at work. So when I come home from work, the last thing I want to do is edit videos. That's okay, Steven. I mean, I feel like it's very late in the evening for some of you. Like, what the hell, guys? It's probably like almost 3 a.m. Why are you guys still awake? I hope you're not just awake for me. Right now it's like almost 11 a.m. here. Do you like to dance? I love to dance, but I'm not very good at it. Fun fact, oh, here's a random fun fact. I actually, I did pole dancing for a few weeks last year. That was really fun. I think I have a video of it somewhere. It's really lame. I actually would like to know if you take care of your hair in any way. It's so cute. Oh, I actually don't do anything with my hair. I stepped out of the shower this morning and blow dried it, and that's it. I don't do anything with my hair whatsoever. I feel like I should, because like all these people on YouTube and Instagram have like nice fluffy and like curly and wavy hair, and mine's just like limp like a wet mop. I don't do anything with it. Most days I actually, when I'm like working from home, I just have it up in a little thing like that. And because everything, all the services are closed and everything, I don't think I can get a hair. Actually, you know what's really weird? Okay, so all the essential services in Australia, like a lot of cafes and stuff are like closed, but hairdressers are still open. So you can't go and get your nails done, which I desperately need because my nails are like disgusting as. You can't get your nails done, you can't get a massage. but for some reason you can still go and get your hair cut. I don't know, this government's weird. Why don't I hire someone to edit my videos? Oh, because I am a perfectionist, and I swear, like, if someone else edits my video, I will not be happy with it, because I don't know, I feel like for me as a creator, I want to be in charge of like the whole process from start to finish, which is, I don't know, yeah, that's just me, which is, it's different for like work, because at work obviously someone else will film or I'll film, and then it'll like get handled by a lot of different people. But even at work, I'm still a bit like a perfectionist. I'm like, oh, why don't you get me to edit the video? I don't know, I just a control freak. I'm a control freak. You have insomnia. Oh, drink some chamomile tea. Hopefully that will help. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the stream, guys. You guys need to stop asking me questions, because I feel bad if I just stop the stream without answering your questions. I don't have a skincare routine. I literally just shower, wash my face with like facial cleanser, get out of the shower. If I feel like I need to be pretty for the day, I'll slap on some mist toner and some moisturizer. That's my skincare routine. Otherwise, usually I don't have anything on my face. Your thoughts on Mariah Carey? These questions are getting like really random now. I don't have many thoughts on Mariah Carey. I think she's cool. She has a nice voice. And yeah, okay, let's stop it there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Okay, how do I stop the stream? I know if I stop this, it will just cut off randomly. Okay, I'll just, we'll see what happens. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in another stream. Thank you so much. Yeah. How do I end this? Tuck for Martin. That's how we end it. Hey door!